Hello everybody, episode 84. I'm Marie.
And I'm Dominique.
Today is Friday, July the 9th, 2021.
And Wool is the answer.
Wool is the answer. I mean, we're getting there. Let me just get the channel on so I can see what everybody's commenting about.
I mean, for a change this week, the sun is shining.
Well, it's just gone dull here as you say that.
Well, I did think 20 minutes ago, should I bring my washing in? No. It said rain till 6 o'clock, so it's only my bedding.
Oh Lord, I'm ready to wash my bedding tomorrow when it's pouring down, probably.
Yeah, it is. Well, that's what I thought. I better get it done today while we've got some nice weather. But it's just muggy and, you know, just not the nice.
Hi, Lisa. Oh, I wondered where you were, Judith. I was looking forward to meeting you. Sorry you didn't feel very good. Hi, Joanne. Charlotte, hello. Hello.
I can't even get them up yet. They'll come eventually.
Well, they're all flooded all of a sudden.
No, I can't even find the link to us. It does this sometimes. Anyway, I'll find it in a second. There we go.
Are you there? Oh, you've spliced, come here.
It's as I was setting up, I could see it on the blinds, but it's been sat there for the last 10, 15 minutes and it's just started flying.
Mine's just gone out the door, so we're safe. Wow, it is. It's muggy again today, isn't it?
Yeah. So I've just I can now see the comments. Vaccine, but at least you've had your vaccine, Judith. So
exactly.
Positive that you've had it, and hopefully you're feeling better now. So
I like that term, vaccine hangover. That is, very bit like what it is, isn't it?
Well, touch wood.
Hi, Mandy.
I was okay, but those that had it.
Yeah, I was after the second one. I was just a bit tired, but yeah, I didn't have anything like the first lot. So
no.
I've got pigeons coming to roost. I mean, honestly, like say,
it's
Snow White.
Till 3 o'clock on a Friday. That's
happy days. Right. Well, I've got a few things to show. I've got a cast on. I've got a cast on, a cast off.
Wow.
All sorts of things. What do you want to see first?
Well, let's see a cast off.
What do you think it is?
Wait, hang on. Let me look back. Is it another pair of socks? Well, I was going to say socks, and I thought you'd only just cast them on last week.
Which is that's a bit of a...
Is this Phoebe or Monica?
This is Monica. I'm loving the colours.
The Joey colours were not my colours. They look lovely, but
I love these.
Hey.
But to be fair, the Joey, when they're on, look better, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean?
They look nicer in the sock that you've done, but they are stunning.
And this time I made sure that I did the stitch pattern all the way around the heel as well. I mean, how they'll be wearing, I think they'll be all right once they've flattened down a bit, because obviously it's a bit bubbly. But
is it inside as well?
Yeah.
Right.
So, I'm really happy with them. The colours are gorgeous. So I'll be casting on the Phoebe ones tonight. So but the funniest thing is, I was casting when I was knitting when England won against Germany. I was knitting my socks.
Right.
And then the other night, I thought I need to knit my socks. So I knit my socks. So on Sunday, I'm going to have to be knitting more friends' socks. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's keep it going.
So I'm really, really chuffed with them.
I mean, they look stunning as socks. That colour palette would make a beautiful scarf.
It would. It is a gorgeous colour palette, isn't it?
That would make a beautiful exploration station.
Oh, no, yes, it would, wouldn't it?
And that's in my head thanks to Lisa, because Lisa finished hers and showed it to us on Wednesday, and it was stunning. So them colours would look amazing.
So anybody who doesn't know, they're loosely based on the colour palette socks, but with the fish kiss lip heel. Um,
and they're if you've been watching, as you know, but they're the Friends mini skein sets from Castleview Yarns.
yeah, and that's the Monica set. I think the Ross set comes in the next week or so. So yeah, I'm cracking on. Do you know what? They seem to be knitting up really quickly because you get into like one colour, 13 rows, and then I'm thinking, oh, I want to see the next colour, and before you know it, they're like knitted up.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy with them.
That is the same with stripes. When I was knitting the Barbara socks, Barbara was only like 2.5, 3 rows per stripe, but you just, let me just get to the end of this one. Oh, that was quick. Let me just get to the end of that one.
I have got the inside of this one to darn in. I literally cast it off at about 1:45, so I've got a bit of darning to do. But
so they're not blocked or anything. They are literally
they're literally. I've just shoved them on there. Literally cast it off like 10 minutes ago. I was determined to get it done, but I've been faffing about today because our neighbours got married today. Bless them, they've been waiting a whole year. It's been postponed. So I've been out watching them having the photos taken and everything. So it's been really nice. The weather has been, like I said, the sun's been out, so it was really nice.
Yeah.
So lovely. So that's my cast off. I mean, I've actually got a cast off again. I'm on a roll. I'm going to have another pair of socks done for next week, aren't I?
Well, that'll be Phoebe.
That'll be Phoebe. So the colour palette for Phoebe.
Yeah, because you will have shown them, but let's have a look.
Yes, they're like purpley colours, and of course with smelly cat thrown in.
Nice.
But I think they're going to be a nice colour palette as well.
Yeah, really.
I just need to work my order out once they're balled, which is the pain for me. I hate winding them, you know I do, and I hate winding them into little.
Yeah. But why wait till they're balled?
Because there is no way on God's earth that I can knit.
Why wait till the ball till you choose your order?
Because I did that before with the Monica, and then when they were balled, they looked slightly different. You could see more of the colours in it. Do you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
So I'm going to wait until they're all balled to decide.
I mean, I've got a feeling that.
I mean, if only the retreat was actually like tonight, then you could have sorted them for me.
I was just about to say, I've got a feeling they're going to wait for me, but actually, I think you're going to get impatient and cast them on before.
I am. I'm going to cast them on tonight.
And because you want to ball them all before you decide what order.
Exactly.
Otherwise, you just ball the first one.
I know. So never mind. But talking of the football, so yes, we'll be at the retreat when the football's on. So you can go and camp in your room and watch it in peace, because I know that's where you want to be, and I'll sit and watch it.
I'm not sure that's going to happen, but
you've got to do what you want to do, Dominique.
Well,
some people might want to watch it on their own. I'll go, and again, it's going to depend on how many there are of us. If not, I'll be sat in the main room with my laptop on. I want to watch it. I will watch it.
I mean, there is a TV room, but it when we looked around, we were like, oh my God, the TV room's really big, but it's not big enough to have 18 of us in there.
No, definitely not. So
we'll see.
We'll see where we all are. I lost my voice on the last one. I was shouting that much after knitting that. I was shouting that much, making an effort, you know. But it was funny.
Caroline did say, because our knit and natter on a Wednesday goes till 9, so some of us I know had got it on. We were watching it with the sound on knit and nattering. Caroline did say we need to do a knit and natter. Clearly, it was the knit and natter that worked. We need to do one on Sunday.
Dear me.
Oh,
so, it was good. At least it didn't go to penalties.
Well, after the effort we saw,
it's a good job it didn't. Although you know, you could say it was lucky. Anyway, let's get off the football.
Yes.
So, what have you got?
I've also got a finished object.
Oh.
And these are still
more socks.
More socks. I finished my Dubai socks.
They're gorgeous.
Oh,
very nice.
You can just see the cable.
You can see the cable. And good matching.
Oh, I mean, that
is excellent.
That was proper matching. I really did try.
Really good.
they have matched. And I've done the pattern all the way around the leg. So these were to the pattern.
I mean, not only have you knit socks that match, they're actually worked to the pattern.
I don't think I've... So when I got to the end of the first one, I wound it till I got to where I thought was the same point, and it was bang on. So these were the Dubai socks, which were the June socks.
Yes, because your Hong Kong ones are now, aren't they?
So, yeah, I was a little late, but I was late starting them, late finishing. But I think the Hong Kong socks, I'm going to get back on track. So that's London, Paris, Rome, Dubai, Hong Kong. So we're over halfway through.
Yeah, I wonder what will be next.
And this was an Opal colourway.
Yeah. Nice.
I've got a bit left, but it's easy to say with hindsight, and I really should have thought about it. But cables really do make things smaller. So I don't think I can get them on.
Maybe when you block them, try blocking them a bit.
Oh, I've blocked them today and I've left them soaking for ages, so I need to try it.
Oh, right,
but
okay.
Last night, I couldn't get it on. Couldn't get it up past my ankle, so we'll see.
Unless you block them again and put them on your feet.
Yeah, and now they're blocked. I've literally just taken them off the line while they were drying, I'll see. But that's the trouble, because her patterns are she's got loads of sizes, so I keep knitting the same size. But obviously, the same
you need
size.
to go up one.
Yeah, I should have thought that.
Make yourself a note in your little book now. Go up a size for socks.
For cables, yeah.
Yeah.
So they want a lace that are either the same stitches or 4 stitches less, and they're enormous.
Have you seen Judith's comment?
I know, Jude. I don't know what's wrong. Well, I do know what's wrong. I got bullied into it by you all on the podcast. I didn't get bullied into it at all, but I did think I ought to just show you that I can read. So they are. I like them. I love the colour, but I'm not sure they're going to fit my. I've not got massive ankles. I just couldn't get them on. So we'll see. We'll see.
You never know.
Not, I'm going to find a very small, skinny child, and they can have them for Christmas or something like that. But yes, so they were the Dubai socks.
You could take them to the retreat this weekend, and it could be a bit like Cinderella, couldn't it?
Yes. Who do these fit? If they don't,
they fit me.
That is a good. I might do that. Me.
Always to socially distance, yeah. Of course, distance.
I mean, I could get them on my feet. It was just the bit of your foot round. It was late at night. Maybe my feet were swollen. Maybe first thing in the morning.
Maybe it could be something. It could be like a competition, couldn't it? Like how to get the socks stretched to get on your feet.
Oh dear, but yeah, thank you, Mandy. The cable, really, really nice cables. It
looks nice.
Yeah, really like them. Yeah. So they're the Dubai socks, done, finished. Just at whatever date we are, 2 weeks later than they should have been.
It's still in the month beginning with J, though, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Would you like to see a cast on?
Yes, please.
So I thought of cast this on because I was just getting a little bit giddy with myself. I can't see that I'm going to be working on it for a while, but I just wanted to cast it on.
Is it something to do with Christmas?
No.
Oh.
Recognise this? The Frida yarn. Right. What does that look like?
Well, that's Rosie Apple. That's apples.
That looks like our apples, doesn't it? You said it last week, didn't you? You said it looks very similar to our apples. I mean, it has got different colours in. It's got purples and pinks and things in. Yeah. So that is the Frida yarn, the Frida colourway from Cuxton Crafts that I bought from Yorkshire Yarn Fest.
Yes.
And it is funny because I've started knitting it up and it looks exactly like the shawl I knit.
Harvesting the Wold.
Harvesting the Wold in apples.
That is apples.
And it's so funny because I've got it upstairs and I hung my jacket up and I started to laugh, which is why I've gone no further, because I'm thinking I think I might need to turn it into something else because it just looks exactly the same, the shawl. And I thought I can't have two that look the same, so I might turn it into something different, like a pair of socks.
What shawl is that?
Well, the shawl is, which I really liked, it's a Heidi Yolanda, as we like.
Come back to you commenting in it.
One skein, Unimar.
Right. So it will look different, but it is a very similar shape.
Not different enough, do you know what I mean? So to me, it seems silly to have two shawls that look practically exactly the same. So I'm going to, although it's a cast on, it's going to be a pull out. I love wool, but I just think it's a shame because it's just going to look too similar. So there's no point whatsoever. So
you should have Harvesting the Wold next to it so we can see, because I know exactly what you're talking about. No one else does.
Everybody talk amongst themselves. I can go and do that very quickly.
Go and do that.
Hang on a minute, because my laptop is, if you could see how I have it perched, I put my laptop on my iPad stand. There's a big difference between my MacBook and my iPad, so I have to be very careful how I do this.
You've got being careful going away. You need to be careful when you come back. So Judith's saying, all kidding aside, now that you've knit all the patterns so far, which would you think is the best one to start with? I think so. The London one was not, you had to read the pattern, or I did. It wasn't that intuitive. Right. Do you know what I think? I think the Dubai socks, maybe. I can't even think what the Rome socks look like now. I'm going to have to look. The Dubai sock was a really, really easy pattern. It's an 8-row repeat. 7 rows are identical, and you've just got 1 row of cabling. So if you want to, don't have to think about it. That is definitely the pattern. I've got a feeling I like the Rome socks, but I can't remember what they look like. So I'm just looking now. Knitting Expat. Rome socks. I'm just having to look because I couldn't remember what. Oh, what? The Rome socks were the pattern I made up because I didn't read the 2 columns. So that's a particularly easy pattern. Dubai socks. What were the Paris socks? I think I'm sticking with Dubai, Paris socks, Knitting Expat. I mean, I've only done them in the last 5 months. Oh yeah, Paris for Dubai. I'm sticking with my first answer. Dubai socks are the nicest, most intuitive. Don't have to think about it, knit, but go up a sock size because the cables shrink.
Right. Are you ready?
Right. So that, we don't do that anymore, do we?
No.
But that was a yarn we did quite a few years ago called Apples. Yeah. I suppose it is darker.
It is different, but it's very similar, and it's too similar. So I love the yarn, and I just think it's a shame to use it in something that you're not going to be able to see it.
Yes.
So I think it may end up pair of socks. Mandy says she just bought it. I love it. It is nice. The colours in it are really pretty. But I thought I'd bring my jacket down as well because I kept saying I wanted it to go with my red jacket that I bought. So
yes. Yes.
Like, I've got my brooch on from shop. My Jammy Dodger brooch from Shop Chartistry. So I wanted something red, and I thought, oh, it'll work. And then when I found that, I thought, well, you have one that goes with it, you clown. So I got that in the sale from Joe Brown.
Very nice.
Yeah.
No, it is, because Harvest is not a particularly big shawl, is it? The Harvest in the Wold.
And it's a similar shape to the Heidi Yolanda one as well. Do you know what I mean? I just thought.
And albeit that's got a solid red and a solid green in it, it is,
it's too similar, isn't it? So I just need to decide.
Or it goes to a bigger shawl that's got different colours in it if you wanted it in a shawl.
Yeah, I could put it with something contrasting, but I just thought, and I started doing it and I thought, no, that's not right. It's not fair on the wool. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, when you look at it so much, because you wear that Harvest in the Wold shawl all the time.
Yeah. I'm never going to wear it, am I? What's the point?
No, you're not.
So I'll pull it out. So I sort of had a new cast on. So I just need to decide. I don't know what I'll turn it into. The right pattern will come along, but it doesn't need to be shawl. So it's going to probably be, I mean, it could be destined, you know. I mean, this is controversial. You know, I keep talking.
We see is Scooby just poking his head around the...
Oh, bless him, his legs are shaking. He's not doing very well today, bless him.
Oh.
What's the matter, son? The doors are open. It might even turn into a cardigan.
Oh.
Because I want to have a look at some different colours of Wensleydale long wool. Because, you know, I said yellow.
Yes.
I'm thinking maybe green. I mean, green is one of my favourite colours. Yellow, not so much. I just want it to look like a daffodil.
Right.
I should go with the colour I really like. So then I've got a pink one, a blue one, and a green one.
Wow.
And I'm just thinking that might look nice interspersed.
Yeah.
In amongst it, mightn't it?
Yeah.
Then I would have to buy another ball, which isn't an issue.
Well, unless Mandy's bought the last one.
But if so, I could even do it maybe just on the. I might do it as a change, you know, just on the.
Just on the yoke.
Just on the yoke bit, and then just leave the other bit plain and use green with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just feel like it needs to be used in something that I will wear lots of.
I mean, that would look really nice because it is a very obvious. You've got all the ribbing, and then you've just got.
Yeah, I think it might just make it a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So I think I might do that.
Yeah. But yeah, it is just like our apples, and it is just too much like the Harvest in the Wold.
Yeah.
So well, yeah, well done, Judith. You will enjoy that one. You will.
But at least you made a decision on it.
Yes. Well, I couldn't remember what the ones I'd done. But sticking with a sock theme, I have worked more on my Hong Kong socks. So, Judith, this is definitely not the pattern for being on holiday. I am really enjoying this, but it's a 32-row repeat and every row is different. So, that's how things keep popping up. That's how I'm getting on.
Wow. Nice.
You can't see, can you?
No, maybe if you put your sock blocker.
I've just thrown it over there.
Well, that was a bit of a silly thing to do, wasn't it? That's better. Yeah, you can see it.
So it kind of goes that way and then that way, and it zigzags all the way up. So it's beautiful. But that, I just thought I'd put a stitch marker on. That is one repeat. I'm
disappointed at that stitch marker you're using. Why not using your stitch marker for because it's a not a hook stitch marker, is it?
It's not. But also I decided to do this when I was sat in the car at lunchtime when it was pouring down with rain the day before last.
We'll let you off then.
And that one was attached to my bag. It was my stitch marker that came with my bag. So that's why it was out of necessity. But yeah, I mean, look at that. So that's one repeat of the pattern. That is drastic. That is a proper pattern follow. So I am enjoying it, but it is not it's not particularly watching telly when you want to watch something. Yeah. And it's definitely not knit and natter knitting. But I've got 1.5 patterns done there. So you're not going to do that many repeats. But I know I said last week, but I really like how this is knitting up. Yeah, that looks really pretty. I really am enjoying it. So they're the
Have you mentioned that it's our Trivial Pursuit sock club?
No, that was the Trivial Pursuit sock club from last month. And last week I really couldn't remember, and I want to do this because this shouldn't be that difficult. Pink is your entertainment, orange is your sport, brown, art and literature, yellow, history, green, science and nature. Was blue geography?
Yes, blue geography.
Blue was geography. So they were the 6 colours in there to represent it, and your dark blue for your board.
Because I've mentioned last week, I think I'm going to do a shawl with mine, and we were talking about this at Knitting Natter, weren't we? And Caroline's knitting strangely enough, a sock set shawl with it. So if you don't want to make socks with your sock set, you don't have to. There's lots of, hang on, red arrows now, here we go.
Caroline is knitting the Ellie sock set shawl.
And if you look on Ravelry, there's loads of different ones, because I've downloaded a different one. So
yeah. But that, as you would expect, that's how I'm knitting. One from the middle, one from the outside. Knit as you go.
Yeah.
You don't faff around winding it into 2 balls and, oh, you're wasting time. Just get on with knitting.
I must admit, I would do, if I was doing 2 at a time with our cake yarn, I would do that as well, from the outside and inside.
And you can with this because there's no right way.
Yeah.
So like with Barbara, I didn't do it with, because your stripes are going to go in the opposite direction. Yeah. I did that with one other, and my stripes went, oh, the yarn you bought me for Christmas that was the Regia, perfect.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't matter because they would just be a brother and sister, wouldn't they?
Yeah, it really, and that doesn't bother me. But there are times when you just think, well, it's a bit of a challenge to make them match, which is what I've just done with the Dubai ones. But yeah, so, I mean, you can see I've got loads left. That was, I had a 50-gram one. So once I've got the heels and the cuff in the 20, I'll still have, well, I still have yarn left. Maybe I'll just knit until it's all gone.
Yeah.
And I'm doing that now. When I get to nearly the end of July and it's not finished, I'll just stop. So I'm ready for the next one in August. But yeah, they're the Hong Kong socks in our Trivial Pursuit.
Oh, Mandy's going to do a shawl with the sock set. Do you know which one you're going to do, Mandy?
Oh, and Joanne's knitting the Hong Kong socks. Yeah, are you enjoying it, Joanne? I mean, it does get more intuitive.
Oh, actually, she's not knitting the Hong Kong socks. She's knitting the Hong Kong socks.
Yeah, I did see that.
Does that mean you're going to do an off-pieced pattern?
I think maybe. But it does get more intuitive, doesn't it, Joanne? You still have to concentrate, but it does get a little bit more intuitive. So, and I am really enjoying knitting with that yarn. So
yeah, it's come out quite nice. So we've released the second sock set in the board game compilation, and the one that will be shipped out in September is Mousetrap. And just while I'm on, a lot of you, so you get your free postage. Some people are like adding extra balls in. So what we tend to do is we'll send that out with your sock set, because obviously you've added them in, so you get your free postage. If you do want it earlier, just let us know, and depending on how much the order is we'll post it out to you. But most people usually just put an extra ball in, and it means they get free postage, which is brilliant, and we just send it all out in one go. You've forgot you've ordered it now, so when it arrives, it's like a free gift. And don't worry, no one's done this yet, but don't worry, if you order something with your sock set now, and in a month's time you order that same ball, whatever it is, we will just check with you to say, are you sure? Coming? Yeah. So are you sure? Don't worry about that. Exactly. Or like somebody ordered it twice, ordered the sock set twice. So I messaged them and they went, no, it's all right because I want it for a friend. I thought, oh, that's fine. Because sometimes we do know people panic and go, oh, have I ordered it? Oh, panic. I'm not naming names, Caroline, but sometimes people do panic.
We've all done it. We've all been there. Yeah, Joanne, you absolutely need your pen to tick everything off.
Exactly.
Mandy's not sure what she's knitting. She needs to worship it yet.
Yes, well, you do sometimes. Like I say, you do need to. Mine now. The more I'm sat here, I'm not listening to you at all. I'm sat here thinking that Frida is going to be in the cardigan. That I'm getting quite. Yeah.
You just need to find green,
and then find the green. Yeah, Kath,
no pressure.
No pressure, Kath.
Down.
Green. Talking of Caroline then, because I've mentioned it a couple of times there, she mentioned a book on the
Knit and Natter.
I hadn't frozen. I was just having a moment there. I couldn't remember on our Knit and Natter. So I ordered it straight away. We were on the Knit and Natter because she'd done her book club and they were talking to the author, weren't they? And,
yes.
So I ordered it straight away and it said pre-order. I think it was being released yesterday. And on my Amazon it said, oh, it won't come till Monday.
It's arrived.
It arrived today. The Dying Day by Vasim Khan. And Caroline said it's like a mystery story, but it's got clues within it.
Yes.
So I'm really excited. So, oh bless him, he's struggling to get up. He's just all over there. So I'm hoping I'm going to try and save it for the retreat. I might start reading it before, I don't know. But I'm hoping I might start it on Sunday. Because we get there a bit earlier and I might have loads of time. But that's going to be my bedtime reading, I think.
And Caroline did say that's the second book, isn't it?
It is, but I don't think it's the second book in this series. Oh, no, it is. Harking back to an era, this second thriller in the Malabar House series.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So there's another one. I might buy the other one then and start on number 1.
Yeah, because I can't remember.
I missed that bit then.
I can't remember. Caroline did say the first one is whatever it was called, and that was the second one.
I'm going on now.
Now I'm just reading the comments. It just makes me smile that I'm not the only one that reads things wrong. So when Joanne had said yes, she's making sure she ticks off each line. Judy thought she meant that every line was ticking her off. No, it's nice to knit. You just need to keep a track.
It's all right. I can order it. It could be here tomorrow. Midnight at Malabar House. Thanks for that, Dominique, or else I would have been disappointed, I think, going into the second one.
What you've done, you heard Caroline start to speak about it and then you'd switched off.
Me? Switch off?
Yeah, I did wonder when
you one thing brain. Come on.
Heard about it. I just assumed you were ordering both. I don't know what I assumed, but yeah, there was definitely 2. Anyway, you've got them now. Do you want some more knitting?
Yes, go on. So anybody, that's The Dying Day. It's the second book in the series. It's got lots of good reviews on the back anyway, but I'm looking forward to reading that. It's a while since I've read a physical book because I've been listening to a lot, so I can knit.
But Caroline did say, because there's clues all the way through, you probably need to read rather than...
Yeah, exactly. So it'll be nice to... I think I haven't read a physical book for a couple of months, really, because I've just been listening to them. So I'll take that, because I might read the other... Well, if the other one turns up, I can start reading that one.
Yes. Yeah. Have you got some more knitting there?
Yes.
Well, I'm sure... Have you got your knit along? We'll give a spoiler alert.
Yes. Let me just get back onto YouTube so I can see it. Right.
So week 2 of the knit along was released on Monday. We had the second knit and natter on Tuesday. So I know most people that are knitting it are up to date because we saw most of you, or we've seen you've put comments on. But if you don't want to see, look away while we show you. I mean, yours is finished, is it?
Well, no, but I'm going to show you 2 versions because I can.
Well,
so,
if you don't
Look away now if you don't want to see it. So this is the version that nobody's seen.
Oh, yes.
So this is the one I did the test knit in. So this is on the yak orange, and I can show it now because I can hide the rest of it, you see, so you can't see it as much. So the cable and the orange and the lace that we had quite a debate over. So,
and that's olive.
And that's olive,
that's
yeah.
olive. And then one is I mean, I'm nowhere near done.
Those eagle-eyed amongst you will see I've got bigger holes in mine lace pattern, and Dominique's got the smaller ones, because Dominique again is actually following the pattern as it is.
I am,
because it calls for a yarn over.
One of us needed to.
I know, one of us needed to. It calls for a yarn over, and then on the way back you purl into the back of the stitch. Well, come on, for me that was just like too much effort, so I just did a normal purl on it. So I ended up with bigger holes than Dominique's. I mean, you can't see yours at all.
There's 14 yarn overs in a row. That's it. That's all there is.
Yeah, but it was the purling into the back. Because I'm a tight knitter, I found it too time consuming, and I just couldn't be bothered with it. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. So I've also got mine in the colour I am doing this time.
But mine again, I've done it on the yak in the new colourway, the apple and the navy, and I am loving it. And
this is mine in mustard sparkle with very like a deep navy, which is deeper than the normal navy that we do, because this was an over-dyed one.
And like we were saying on Tuesday, when you see all the different colours, there's
some stunning colours coming, isn't there?
Yeah.
So I think on the pattern, we will, I think when we do release it, it might have some extra bits on it. So we may even put on it that if you want larger holes, don't do the yarn. You know, we can add these bits in. And another thing I was going to say, we know we've been talking about the ticking the lines off.
1 second, you can, if you were looking away, you can look, because
look now. Would you, because obviously when we put the pattern together as a whole, would you like a ticky off section? Would you like a ticky box section for the how many times to?
I mean, I always like a ticky box.
Yeah, I mean, I do, to be fair. I don't know why we didn't think about it before, but that's maybe something we could add to it, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, like to challenge myself. I mean, those people who did receive the pattern, it was quite amusing because.
Well, that's what's making me giggle, because quite a lot of formatting involved in that. But
yeah, there is a lot of fun. Well, the problem is that I don't know what's going on. The formatting is fine. On my computer, everything looks perfect. Send it to Dominique, or I send it in a PDF and it all went wrong. I don't know what happened.
But that wasn't the only thing, because you sent me a document the other day and you said,
I don't know what's happened with yours, because on my computer it is showing all on one page. Did it come up saying margins can't print it? I don't understand, because on mine it is all on one page.
I went on to the shared Google Drive, and that's how it appears on the shared Google Drive.
And I've looked at it again, and on the shared Google Drive, it's changed the format of it. So I don't know whether it's done it in Google Documents.
Oh, I would think so.
That's why it's changed it then. So maybe I should have saved it as a PDF on one page.
Possibly.
I think that's where it might be going wrong. On the
back, it's not compatible with anything else. So whether I'm on a PC or my laptop, I would think that's what's happened then.
Yeah, I think it's. Well, I can't open Google Docs, you see, on my iMac. I have to. Anyway, so it was quite amusing that I'd put the pattern, and my pattern, the whole thing was all on one sheet. It was lovely, easy to read, and everybody's going, it would be nice if the pattern, and I went, well, that's strange, because on mine it does. But I think that was me with my PDF. I'd done something somewhere. So it's a learning curve. It's a learning curve.
Yes, please. There's lots of yes, pleases. So that is something we can try and work on.
Yeah.
It's nice to have a ticky box. It's always
nice.
If
only we had a friend who'd done a course on, you know.
Yeah, but I've tech edited. The formatting is wholly down to the designer.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe the friend who did the course, you know, I need to get some advice from her. I'm doing something wrong.
Yes. Yes.
I'm blaming the Mac. That's what I'm blaming. I can't possibly.
I think it is the Mac.
I think it is.
Because it's not compatible with, it's a standalone system, isn't it?
Well, no, because I'm working on Microsoft Word. I do it on Word, and then I change it. It's when I put it onto Google Drive, it all goes.
Oh, well, look.
Anybody who can give me remedial lessons, please feel free to email me and give me a bit.
If you got everything from us and it was perfect first time, you would think there was something wrong. So, you know, we don't want to disappoint.
As my brother used to say when he was little, we're only human beings, aren't we? We're only human beings.
Sorry, I missed Judith's comment, but I saw Lucy's comment that said Judith's best comment of the day. Judith has said, for those of us at the back who are away with the fairies, please tick us off. Oh, that's all of us, I think.
Lucy, I am so pleased. Google Drive, it's my bane of my life because Dominique and I share documents. So I'll like type them up and we'll shove them on there and then we can both access them. But for me, it just messes all my neat work up. I put it on there and I go, huh?
But what else can we use when you're on a Mac and I'm not? That's the thing, isn't it? We don't have the same system to speak to each other.
No.
PDF, I do think PDF is the way forward.
Yeah, I'll just have to the trouble is because once you've PDF'd it, you can't alter it. You couldn't alter it then.
Yeah, but I can tech edit it, alter it. That's how I tech edit on PDF.
Oh, you can do it on that then. Have you got can you go on your PDF? Have you got a PDF reader that changes it, you see?
Yeah.
Oh, you see, now I know you can. I'll just send you PDFs then.
I think I do all the patterns. They're all PDF.
You'd think that we would talk to each other, wouldn't you? I didn't realise you had a proper PDF. You can work on your PDFs.
Yeah, that's how I do all my tech editing.
Well, I mean, it's only taken us 4 years to work this out. You know, if only we could meet in person and discuss these things, it would be so much easier.
Oh, have you got any more? That's all my knitting. I mean,
that's all my knitting. I mean, we've gone on to you know, technical stuff here. But I tell you what, if anybody's trying to work out how to work technical stuff from the pair of us here, you've got no chance.
Lucy is clearly the IT guru. She is in the know. Yeah, I don't even need permission. I can just do it.
No, I was going to say it's not about the permission. It's about editing something that I've then saved as a PDF. Dominique has to have a different program and I refuse to pay for it. That's all.
Need permission, you can.
Yeah, but I refuse to pay for the one that I can alter PDF.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. I can do it with my wizardry. Yeah, I know. I've finished them Dubai socks, which took a little while, and then I've really not had that much knitting time this week. It's been a really busy week.
You've been busy with work, haven't you? And then we've been busy catching up on all the retreat stuff as well, haven't we?
Yeah, it has been the week from hell at work. So 5 o'clock or 20 to 6, whatever time I finished last night, could not come soon enough. And would you believe people are getting silly about the football on Sunday? So that was causing issues as well. But
so how long are you off for now then?
I've got 12 days off.
Like the 12 days of Christmas. You've got Christmas in July.
Well, Christmas in July on Movies and Movies 24. Now you've said that. That's what I've done this morning. I've watched a Christmas film.
Lucy, you might just have to give me a few pointers when I see you on Sunday, please.
Oh, Marion's saying the same. Yeah. She struggles with the distance when she needs help. No,
I mean, it's just not on, is it? It's ridiculous.
It is. I mean, in this day and age, we should be able to log on. You know, like you do when you're in IT. I should just be able to...
It's Google Document. I know, it's Google Documents. They're just a flipping nightmare.
Yeah. But, you know, take control of each other's laptops.
We could do that. I can do that.
Yeah,
spyware.
Yeah, you know, you just go, yeah, if you can just click the button that says yes,
Yeah. Well, I do it a lot with Grace when I'm doing all her dissertation. So it's quite funny because I'll be busy typing, and then Grace will be busy typing, and I'm thinking, oh, it's a bit spooky that.
Moving.
Yeah. Oh, I don't like that.
I think we're both ready for a rest. So
you're going to get a rest, Mandy?
She is, because she's going to be hiding. I tell you what, we were talking about, should we have games? Yeah.
I tell you what, she'll be jumping out of her skin because me and Dominique's room has got a Jack and Jill bathroom. So I'll be like scuttling to the toilet in the middle of the night, and if Dominique comes in, she'll just freak out because she's the easiest person to make jump. So it could be quite amusing. Could go completely grey overnight.
I'm going to play. I have gone grey. We're going to play a game. It's called hide and seek. Dominique's going to go and hide,
and nobody can go and find her.
And then count to 1,000 and come and find me.
And you'll see her in a car driving off.
I'll be at the top of a tree somewhere. No, but
you're right, Judith. Somebody else is in control of the documents, and it's not me.
One of the things I need to do tomorrow, so I've got not quite all, but 3 loads of washing done, on the line, dry. Hoover's been out. I've done most of the housework I need to do today. So tomorrow is going to be a do not a lot and pick out what projects I'm taking, because I've no idea what I'm taking.
Had you forgot you were meeting up with me then?
Tomorrow?
Yes.
Yeah. What are we doing?
We might be going into Lincoln.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh, there she was. She'd got a whole day planned thinking,
you know what?
All on my own, nobody bothering me. And there's me. Hello.
Early on today, I kept thinking, why did I think I was busy on Saturday? Check my diary. I've got nothing in. I'm thinking, well,
it is weather dependent. It is weather dependent, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's afternoon as well, so it's absolutely fine. But I just wanted to kind of switch into retreat mode. So what projects am I taking? What yarn am I taking? What project bags am I taking?
I've got everything on me, but I'm in the spare room. It's like I'm going on holiday. I've got like little piles of things.
And Lisa was saying on Wednesday that she'd started, and I'm like, so that's what I'm looking for. So I can still do that tomorrow. Yeah, I'd completely forgot.
Mine's like, I'm literally taking comfy, slobby clothes.
Oh, the only thing I have got out is my new pyjamas.
New pyjamas and like my sports leggings that I can slob about in. That's what I'll be wearing. That's what I shall be wearing. I wore on the Sunday night. I might actually put a real pair of jeans on. I don't know. I mean, I might push the boat out and put actual trousers without elasticated waists on.
You need to be wearing what you were wearing on Wednesday. I mean, come on.
No, it's not about my clothes. It's about my knitting my socks for me. It's the knitting the socks and washing it. Don't confuse it.
But yeah, my poor little brain, I'd forgotten about that. So that's what I'll do tomorrow morning. It's a good job I got all my work done today then.
Judith, what you don't understand is though, it's like not like we're going very far. I can be home in like 6 minutes. So if I've forgotten a project, I can nip home. Dominique's about the same. You're about the same, aren't you? 6 to
10 or 12 minutes.
Yeah. You know, it's not like we're a million miles away. So if we think, oh, I've forgotten something, or I'll just nip home.
So it's like one of the things I know I have to come home for Tuesday night is to put my bin out because it's absolutely full to bursting and it has to go Wednesday morning. But it's fine because I can be there and back in 20 minutes.
So that's why I just burst out laughing. I thought you two were in total control. I mean, Christ almighty.
I think by Monday, my brain will have switched back to a normal brain. But at the minute, it is not there. I mean, most people will know I only discovered these about 8 months ago, but you can get Post-it notes that sit on your desktop. So like electronic Post-it notes. Well, if you could have seen mine at work this week, I just kept adding things. I need to do that. I need to do that. It was full. And that's how my brain has been. So I think
a brain dump.
Yeah. And I've work. What's that? Out of office is on. I'm out of here. So that's gone, and I can focus on.
Judith, don't worry. We can be focused when we need to be. We can be on it. Oh, we can be so on it. I mean, you wouldn't think we used to. I mean, Dominique is still doing that job. I mean, honestly, we're a force to be reckoned with once we get going. But
I mean, I do get worried
going.
The amount of responsibility people give me sometimes. But I've put on my big girl pants and I've switched my brain on. But I did spend a little bit of time on Ravelry this morning looking for projects. So, because I really, really want to do the exploration station, but I'm not going to. Ooh. Because it's a lot of garter, and I much prefer stocking stitch. Right. And I was just trying to look for. I found one that I think.
I mean, Judith, just wait till you one day meet us in person. I mean, it'll just be such a treat, honestly. Your brain, you think your brain would be whizzing more than ours would. That's one thing for sure.
I think I'm going for, but it's still to be 100% decided. But I really like the name of it, the Fabulosity. Fabulousity, like fabulous, but ITY on the end.
Fabulosity, then.
Yeah, fabulous. So I like the name of it because it's fabulous.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Is that Mr. West?
No, it's by, you've knit something by these. It's Casapinka.
Oh, yes, I love the Casapinka dot shawl.
Dot shawl, wasn't it?
And ticky boxes, Dominique. Loads of ticky boxes.
Well, that's the exploration station's 4 colours. And I love the colours Lisa had done. So I basically searched shawls, 4 colours, 4 ply, and loads of them are garter.
Yeah.
I just prefer stocking stitch.
Yeah.
And this has got a bit of everything. It's got some of them dots in it. I should have realised it was the dot shawl.
That's one of the favourite shawls I've knit this year, the dot shawl by Casa. Really simple but really effective. And I'm even thinking I might at another point knit another one because it's quite summery, the one I've done. I think it would be quite nice to do one in like the neon-y colours. You know how you did yours with the dark midnight with like bright pops of colour, and it knitted really quickly, and it was perfect for minis. So I think when I've got a load of minis left, it might just end up.
I'm just trying to find a picture to show you, but
you still got your Christmas. Is that still your Christmas case on your phone?
Yeah,
you are really going for Christmas in July, aren't you?
I'm not, but my phone's cracked and it needs replacing when my contract runs out next month. And I didn't want to buy another case for it. And it's still Christmas.
Yeah, it's still Christmas.
These are not the colours I would go for. That's not a good picture. Oh, there you go. I mean, look at that.
Oh, that is pretty. I like that.
So that was my, because I was up at stupid o'clock, laid in bed. So I think that's the project I'm going to take.
Nice.
I mean, I don't know how many stitches because it looks enormous, but the number of stitches now doesn't bother me.
No, I mean, you've gone from being, it's got more than 200 stitches to give me thousands.
Yeah. So we'll see. Everyone's ready, but me. I'll be there.
I can't think. I was just going to say something then. My brain's gone. I mean, what? Who knows what's happening? I'll forget.
Yeah. I've got nothing else. All my wool from the Yorkshire Yarn Fest came last week, so you've seen all of that. I've got nothing
else either.
There
was something I was going to say. We need to remember to do such and such and such and such, and I've completely forgotten what it was. So it obviously wasn't that important. I mentioned Mousetrap. Oh, orders. If any orders come in over the weekend, they may just be slightly delayed in. That's what I was going to say. They may just be slightly delayed in being sent out.
I bet they're not.
I bet they're not, because we're going to take the wool winding machine.
Yeah, but they do.
But they might do. It just depends on weather and things.
If there is going to be a delay of more than a day, we'll
let you know.
To let you know, because I have no doubt somebody will want something on the retreat, so I'm prepared, ready to come back just to dye it. So
we have got our wool. Yeah, we have got our wool.
Yeah,
we'll have our wool with us. But if there's something, we know a lot of people have pre-ordered. So it's there in your room. But we will have wool with us. But if you want more than what is there, we'll just send Dominique off in the little shed and then I'll wind it.
Because we've only got one everything and it's not on all the bases. So you'll be able to feel every base.
See every colour.
Absolutely.
You only want one ball, that's fine.
Yeah.
And needles, just bring them all. That's all I'm going to say. Just bring them all. Bring all your needles. All your needles.
Yeah.
All your needles.
Because you never know. So I'm going to download this pattern. I'll buy the pattern, download it. I'll choose my yarn. And then I'll get there. And then someone will be knitting something else. And I'll go, I want to do that.
Yeah.
So I probably brought all the right equipment for my pattern. And then I get sidetracked. You might not have the right needles. So,
I mean, this is where we should have probably purchased a load of needles, isn't it? But anyway, there you go. Marion is halfway there. She's left Scotland and she's now in County Durham. Can you just nip round and see me dad and just say hello? Just give him a wave. Just say hello. If you can prize him away from the cricket.
Well, unless he's watching the county games, there's no England match till tomorrow.
Well, he was watching it yesterday, so I was just trying to pretend I knew when it was on.
No, it's the one-day series tomorrow.
I did video call him the other day and he went, oh, I've just remembered I should be doing something. I went, oh, have you got an appointment? He went, no, watching the cricket. I went, all right, point taken. See you later. I did say to him, you do know it's not the real team. It's because they've got COVID. And he went, I don't care, I'm watching the cricket. Bye.
Yeah. And they absolutely destroyed them. So, yeah.
Goes to show, doesn't it?
Right. Sue needs an extra suitcase. Yeah. I mean, that is the beauty of us being so close.
I mean, the amount of stuff we'll be taking, it'll look like we're going for a month. When we literally live down the road, it will just be a little bit silly. But hey ho, the car will be full.
Any of you that are driving, that is the whole point in coming in a car. Fill your boot. Fill your boot, because you never know.
If you
clothes, pajamas, yarn, needles,
walking boots,
alcohol.
I
mean, there's alcohol there, but you know.
But it is funny, like when those days when we did used to go away. I mean, the car, sometimes there'd be two of us, and like the boot would be ram-packed, wouldn't it? There'd be sewing machines. There'd be some things never even saw the light of day, did they? But you don't know, do you? You just don't know.
A lot of things don't see the light of day, but knowing that they're there, that's all you need to know.
Because elsewise, you turn up and you go, I wish I'd started doing that. I wish I'd. Why didn't I bring that? Oh, I'll go and buy it. And that's usually where you end up then with twice as much stuff in the car when you go back, because you're buying stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh dear.
Oh, it's picking up in Toronto.
I didn't realise cricket was a big thing in Canada either.
No,
Clearly is if they're fighting over it.
I thought it was all about the ice hockey in Canada. I mean, how stereotypical is that of me to think?
Well, that's because you watch Private Eyes and you
watch Private Eye, exactly. Yeah.
Ice hockey player.
Yeah. The smallest hockey player in the world.
Yeah, but
he's only that big, isn't he? He's only that big. He's not very big. You can put him in your pocket.
Yeah.
He's so small.
Yeah, but he's aged well.
He has aged well. I'll give him that.
I really liked him in Beverly Hills 90210 in the 90s, and I liked him in Private Eyes.
Yeah, but he is only that big, Dominique.
I know he is.
If he was stood next to you, he would look only that big as well, wouldn't he?
I wouldn't make him stand right next to me.
At a distance. Make him stand at a distance.
Or stand on a step.
We're talking about Jason Priestley, so don't, you're wondering who knows talking about. You would have to make him stand on a step, or you could pretend to when they say to tall people, can you just bend down?
Every photo, just bend your knees.
Why do people do that? Because then you don't look ridiculous, do you?
Just bend your knees. Oh dear. Right. I think the heat's got to me. The heat and the excitement now. That's it. Clearly, I've not got all my commitments done. I've got things to do tomorrow. But beyond that...
Clearly, you've got other things better to do than to be sat here talking to me and everybody else, because you've just got so much in your head. You need to get it done.
I need to get some projects sorted.
You need to get some projects sorted.
Yeah. So
I'm thinking green wool. That's all I'm thinking. Green wool.
green wool, yeah. Right. I think that's it.
I think that's it. Have a safe journey, all of those who are coming to the retreat. Those of you who aren't, we will catch up with you next Friday. There's no knit and natter for those who join us on a Monday. That's not on this week.
No.
But everything else should be
Everything as normal.
Well, as normal as me and you can, brother.
As normal as our week is.
Our normal.
For those of you that come in, have a safe trip.
Yes, have a safe
trip. Drive safely, but make sure your car's full. And we will see you all. Oh, let me get my board. See some of you on Sunday and see the rest next Friday.
Thank you for joining us. Have a good week.